Welcome to the Pareto Polymath. We're dedicated to slicing through complex topics, delivering the essential 20% that empowers you to understand the greater 80%. In this video, we'll continue to explore the basics of U.S. copyright law by focusing on what kinds of work are eligible. Sarah's song, which she named Summer's Echo, is more than just a catchy tune. It's the catalyst for a whole new chapter in her life. When Sarah uploaded Summer's Echo to streaming platforms, she knew she needed to formalize her copyright as soon as possible. As her streaming numbers go through the roof, she gets an email from Mark, a songwriter who's been in the game for a while. Now, Sarah knows she needs to copyright her song. To learn the specifics, she consults the U.S. Copyright Office's website and finds a lawyer. Sarah books a meeting with a copyright lawyer, ready to get serious about her music. She learns her song needs two key elements for copyright. It has to be original, meaning not copied from someone else. And it must be fixed in a tangible medium, like a recording or sheet music. The lawyer hands her the necessary paperwork and spells out each section. After carefully reviewing and completing the forms, they file it with the U.S. Copyright Office. Upon submission, Sarah receives an email confirming the office has received her application. She learns that the copyright becomes effective from this date, even though the certificate might take about 3 months to arrive. Now she holds the exclusive rights to Summer's Echo, meaning she controls who can copy, distribute, and perform it. The lawyer then gets real. He adds that not every random thought or note can get copyrighted. Works by the government, raw facts, and stuff like height and weight charts don't cut it. Sarah also learns she needs written permission to use someone else's work unless she's on solid, fair use ground. That's a whole other legal maze, and we'll get into that in a moment. Fast forward, and Sarah gets a call from Joe's Coffee Corner, a local shop. They want her to write a jingle. But there's a twist. The copyright for the jingle won't belong to her. It'll belong to Joe's Coffee Corner. This is called a work made for hire. Sarah's on board. She works her magic, crafts a catchy tune that leaves customers humming while they sip their lattes, and then happily cashes her check. Not long after, Sarah's scrolling through social media and spots a fan video featuring her hit, Summer's Echo. She's flattered, but confused. Is this okay? She hits up her lawyer for the 411. He explains that fair use allows people to use copyrighted material in certain ways without asking first. It's not a free-for-all, but rather limited to certain uses like commentary, news reporting, or parody. Sarah reviews the fan video and sees it's a heartfelt tribute, not someone cashing in on her creativity. This could be free marketing, she thinks, and decides to let it slide. Remember Mark, the seasoned songwriter? Turns out he wants to collaborate on a new track. Sarah's lawyer lays down the law. In most music collaborations, both artists share the copyright unless there's a contract that says otherwise. Think of it as joint custody, but for melodies and lyrics. Intrigued and excited, Sarah and Mark hammer out an agreement. After weeks in the studio, they release Time's Whisper. The song doesn't just climb the charts. It rockets, solidifying both their names in the industry. Sarah is well on her way to being a savvy, confident creator, all thanks to her quest to understand copyright. She now knows what can be protected, how collaborations work, and how to respect other artists' intellectual property.